Good evening, everyone. Uh, Sorry for the mess in the background. That's just my dorm room living situation currently. But I thought I'd make a part two to my last video because I realized I hadn't made a part two to it yet. So, what's been going on during that video was I'd been taking photos with my Canon A1, something that I don't really use. I'm not much of a Canon user, and I was shooting on a Fuji Extra 400 film, and it's a pretty good film, kind of underrated, but I really like it. So I thought I'd go through all the photos that I took and just see which ones worked and which ones didn't. So near the start of the roll, I didn't take a lot of interesting photos. It was mainly from a university event, a large group of people, some of my friends. Some of these look a little bit something wrong with the exposure here, and others are kind of nice, not really something I would have in my portfolio, but just some nice photos to look back on. Look at the memories. Another interesting photo I took was this guy. He was walking two dogs, and I thought he looked really interesting. Dogs are cool, and he was wearing this really nice suit and tie. I just noticed he's wearing jeans. Pretty interesting, honestly, but it's a neat picture. It could have been better. And then I took some pictures of people playing tennis and such. Uh, After that, not really much else happened, but I went to the Memorial Union and took some photos from the balcony type area from the Memorial Union. And I took some umbrella shots, like these picnic umbrellas with the tables and everything. And I think it has kind of a liminal space type vibe to it. So I really like that. It turned out pretty well. Another favorite from this roll was the dead bike, as I call it. It's a bike with its wheels completely taken off. All that's there is a frame, and it's still on the bike rack. In fact, as I'm making this video, it's still there. It hasn't even been removed yet. I also got this photo of this tornado siren, I'm pretty sure it is. And it's just out in the sky with some clouds. The clouds are kind of hard to see. It could be better. But I like it. It has a nice style to it, I think. I have a picture of these people getting onto the bus. I think that turned out pretty well because you have the pathway to the right, then you have the people entering the bus to the left. It has a nice composition to it. I feel like something might be missing from it. It just doesn't pop out to me as other photos do. And then I made an attempt to copy my fan in the window shot, which I did with my Nikon D300S digital camera. I tried to replicate that. The exposure was not right, so it looks kind of weird in the film version. I'll put a little side-by-side comparison in post. Then we have a news reporter. I got that shot out of focus. Uh, it looks nice. It has potential, I think. So probably my final favorite and also the final photo of this roll is the guys carrying the couch. It's one of my favorite photos that I've taken so far. There's a lot of emotion in the photo. I like how they're looking down. But most of all, there was an error I made when I was taking the photos. See the lever that you use to push the film? I was on the last shot of the roll. In fact, there's a shot that comes after this that sadly didn't make it out. And when I took that picture, I pushed the lever. I was on the last frame pushed too far, snapped the film in half. It ripped it. So I had to go into a dark closet, roll up the film, and put it in this black capsule that came with one of my other rolls of film. So it was kind of a miracle that this came out the way it did. You can see that to the left there's the other frame, and I can show the frame that came next to it just to give a reference. It's not really that great of a photo. It's kind of a fail, but final frame of the roll looks amazing, and I'm very happy about how it turned out. So that is the update to the pictures I was taking. It was a really hot day, at least for the last couple photos that I took. And I think 100 degrees outside. I can't even believe I went out to walk that day, but it was amazing. I loved it, and hopefully I won't have to go through another hot day like that. So thank you for watching, and have a great day, everyone.